Today I'm going to be talking about high-stakes testing versus project-based evaluations. Start out with a little cartoon. I like this because it shows that everyone's pressuring a little kid. The teacher's pressuring a little kid, don't mess up. The administrator is pressuring the teacher, saying, if you mess up, it's your job. And then the administrator is being pressured by the state, saying, if you mess up, then you're going to bring shame on your entire community. It's kind of like one of those, it all funnels down, and this poor little kid's really having this entire system laying on his shoulders. And then his paper says SOL. All right, would you want your child coming home every day stressed because all they're told is that they have to know this stuff for the test? As I come from a teaching family, and growing up, we didn't stress on tests. We were taught things, we tested on them, just multiplication table test, vocabulary test. But we didn't stress on state-based tests or federally based tests. We were just done on our grades and what we knew. As a teacher candidate, I've actually gone into the classroom and seen the stress these kids are put under. It's immense. And so that's the reason I kind of lean towards wanting to change this whole system. The U.S. should remove all standardized testing and let it just be local testing in general. That it should not be state mandates this test or federal government mandates this test. The problem is that we emphasize testing way too much. It's the teachers' jobs are on the line, the kids' future's on the line. According to James Popham, tests should not be the chief determining factor for communities to judge school success. In a lot of areas, even in Columbus, schools are deemed unsuccessful if their kids don't pass enough tests. My own experience, I've been in classrooms all over the city, and kids are just told, this is on the test, you need to know it. And I mean, if it was me, I would not want to bear that stress. And a poll, this is registered voters, so everyone that's over the age of 18, the second highest thing that they were concerned about was too much focus on standardized testing. I mean, that's a big thing when you have too many students in classes, school choice. I mean, we fought for years over school choice, and it's at the bottom of the list now. And up here is testing. According to Michael House, Stuart Elliott, if teachers go from testing the full 8th grade math curriculum to just testing what's on the test scores will go up, but what the students actually know will actually decrease or stay the same. There's no actual, the teacher tests or teaches what the test is going to have, there's not going to be any change in what the kid really knows. And according to Education Next, teachers can receive up to $10,000 stipend for teaching curriculums that are based to tests. And if their students do well enough, they can actually receive up to $5,000 more at the end of the year. So now that we've heard the problem, we're going to switch over to the solution to this. And the solution is project-based system, basically. Testing is just not the way to go. If you want to see what the kid can do, have them do something creative. Have them do something that makes them interact with other students. According to Michael Hernandez, projects require mastery. You need to know what's in the content, you need to work with people, and you need to be able to present it to actually learn a subject. Students who can teach fellow students retain the info that they are teaching. And it's right here. You can remember everything. I mean, you can remember, 4 plus 4, but if you can understand it and then tell someone how it works, that takes you to the next step. Teaching test taking, it's it's not really creative. There's better methods. Students learn when they make decisions. So test-taking techniques really work well for decision-making purposes. So you want to teach kids to make decisions. But you don't want them to learn a test. So it's better to actually give them the decision-making principles, but not, this is what's on the test. And according to an article in the Washington Post, teachers are using scripted curriculums now instead of projects and creative outlets for their students to show what they've learned. And in conclusion, we went over the problem, which is high-stakes testing and its downfalls, and the solution, which is project-based, which actually raises the child's knowledge level even higher. And again, the U.S. should get rid of most testing, can't get rid of all of it. But if you want to make a change, the best way to make a change is to contact the people in Congress. They're on the committees to make these changes to law. And if you live in North Columbus or Harris County, live in Westmoreland, or if you live in South Columbus, down through Chattahoochee County and below, Sanford Bishop are your representatives. Thank you.